From Peoria, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Tony Heredia and Debbie Hasselbacher. The Midstate News with Matt Wetterston and Greg Toth with the Midstate Reporting Team. The Sporting Life with Christine Cisco. State of the Arts with Ashley Cassie. At the Movies with Danielle Sanz. And Melody Esley takes us about town. Stephanie Watson takes it to the streets. Our Croatian diary belongs to Christina Chuk. Katie Lee brings us spiritual savvy. And Pagain Pakayo means let's eat. Now from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine with your hosts, Tony Heredia and Debbie Hasselbacher. Take it, kids.
Hello, welcome to Midstate Magazine, coming to you for the last time in 2004. I am Tony Heredia.
And I'm Debbie Hasselbacher. So Tony, that special time of year is upon us, the holiday season.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yes, it is the most wonderful time of the year.
Right.
So, do you have any special plans for the holiday?
You know, I don't really, other than celebrating with my lovely little fiber optic Christmas tree here.
Very cute.
I'm gonna take this home with me after the show.
You are.
I'll set it up in my bedroom.
You're going to steal props now. And be arrested for Christmas break. Yes.
No, I don't plan to be in prison over Christmas break or winter break or holiday break. No, but I am going to be finishing up classes in Peoria, and I'll have other stuff going on. I'll have an internship, and I'll finally have a week to myself about the last week before Christmas.
Okay. Any family get-togethers?
Not usually. I mean, I have a pretty small family. It's just I'm an only child, so just my parents and me, and usually we'll have over, you know, the occasional stray aunt or uncle. Or my dad has actually has a rather large family, so we usually invite a couple of them over, and just a nice, you know, traditional Christmas steak taco dinner.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, that sounds really good.
Right.
So
how about you? Any plans for Hanukkah?
Well, I kind of celebrate a little bit of both.
Okay.
I kind of do the whole Chrisanica idea.
Chrisanica,
my own term. So usually we have Christmas Eve at my house, and I'm an only child as well. So I think that we kind of have all the stray people, not just like relatives, but if you don't have anywhere to go, you kind of come to our house, which is not like an open invitation by any means. But you know what I mean. If people have anything to do, they always come over, and we have the dinner, and then we do Christmas morning at my grandparents. And I think I'm going to try to steal away to Vegas for a few days.
Really?
Yes.
What better way to celebrate
than losing money?
The holiday times and just going to Sin City.
And losing all my money and then going shopping. Exactly what I like to do. But I just think I need to get away. You know, I need some hot weather. You know, all the cold and the snow here in Illinois and in Peoria is just getting to me. I need something warmer.
A little warmer climate for you? Yeah. Need to feel your hair blow in the dry desert air a little bit?
Actually, instead of Las Vegas, I should probably go to California. Because I could use a beach.
You could use a beach, but you could probably do without all the smog and all the harmful artifacts in the air.
It doesn't bother me as long as I'm on a beach.
As long as you got a beach, you're all right.
Yes.
We'll tell you what, we'll get to our more holiday plans in a minute. Right now, let's check out Matt and Greg with our news for this week.
Welcome to this week's edition of Midstate News. I'm Greg Toth.
And I'm Matt Wetterston.
In local news, the Pekin Community High School Board approved a $9.8 million tax levy proposal recently that would increase property taxes for the typical homeowner by about $45. Under the plan, the district's tax rate increases 6 cents from $1.85 per 100 assessed valuation in 2003 to $1.91 in 2004. The final levy amount will be approved during this month's board meeting. It looks like crime in the Peoria Housing Authority's two most troubled developments appears to have decreased in the past 4 months, according to data presented at a recent PHA meeting. At Harrison Homes and Taft Homes, there was less crime reported between July and October than in the first half of the year. There were a 24% decrease in crime at Harrison Homes and a 47% decrease at Taft Homes.
Illinois state agencies are serving those who served. Ironically enough, these agencies have compiled together a website designated specifically to help veterans of armed forces. The site contains links to information such as health care, employment opportunities, support networks, and helpful toll-free numbers as well. This and more information can be found at www.il.gov/iserved.
Jumer Castle Lodge has long been a staple in the Peoria community, known for being a premier hotel in the central Illinois area. Recently, Jumer's has had a complete transformation, and I understand our very own Matt Wetterston has an update for us.
The Radisson Hotel, formerly Jumer's, is located on Western Avenue, only a couple minutes west of Bradley University. Since taking on new ownership, monumental reconstruction began and is nearing completion. Travis Molenbrink has been with the Radisson to see the changes it has undergone.
I mean, this was a $4 million project, which has just recently been completed. Main thing and the main focus of the changes in the hotel rooms were to really brighten things up.
As well as being a hotel, they have a newly renovated restaurant area.
As that occupancy goes up, so do the reservations and the amount of dining room dinners. We feel we have one of the best menus in town, if not the best.
The one feature the Radisson made sure to keep intact was the colored stained glass windows. Travis also expressed his opinion of what Mr. Jumer would think of the newly renovated hotel.
The goal of any entrepreneur is to get people into your property. We think that he'd be happy.
The Radisson Hotel in Peoria has undergone $4 million worth of renovations since it's taken new ownership. It's perfect for those who are here for business or leisure. For Midstate News, I'm Matt Wetterston.
Matt, that was wonderful. A new set of problems faces motorists as winter approaches. Experts recommended drivers take a moment to check their cars before heading out on holiday trips. Here are the key things to check before winter strikes. First, radiator and coolant. Check to make sure it is full. If the radiator hasn't been flushed, changed in a few years, then do so now. Also check your tire tread. Tread is crucial to keep a grip on snow and icy covered roads. And lastly, check your tire pressure. Check the tire pressure because air condenses when the temperature drops.
What began in 1955 as a group of ladies opening a storefront to help the homeless has developed into the Peoria Rescue Ministries, serving the Peoria area at 5 separate locations, which includes the Rescue Mission, Victory Acres, the Women's Pregnancy Center, the Barnabas Center, and the recently opened Esther House.
People are volunteering. Not only here at the Rescue Mission, we got everything from cooking programs that we need help with, cleaning, carpentry work, maintenance. In fact, the last 15 months, we've had a great number of volunteers remodeling the Esther House on Allen Road for women. That's all been done by volunteer help. In Peoria, there's a lot of people, when they come, they already know what to do. They have ability, they have skills, they have talents. There's that workforce that Peoria, I think, is very gifted and very graciously blessed with.
Everyone is heavily encouraged to volunteer throughout the community, whether it involves donating your time or excess food and clothing. It only takes a single person to make a difference in many people's lives. Now let's go to Christine Sisko with a look at sports this week.
When most people think of Central Illinois, they picture a flat landscape of cornfields and cow pastures. This is not the type of terrain one would associate with rock climbing. However, hidden away in a former grain elevator in Bloomington lies one of the world's largest rock climbing gyms. The Upper Limits Climbing Gym is one of the most unique places to rock climb in the world. The gym consists of a 30-foot tall main area and 5 65-foot tall grain silos, each covered from top to bottom with holds, which turn a flat wall into a simulated cliff for climbers to scale. I talked to Upper Limits manager Courtney Bartels to find out about the different types of climbing the gym has to offer.
There's 3 different basic types of climbing, or most common types of climbing. The first one is bouldering or traversing, which is climbing low to the ground, kind of side to side. You don't go up very high because you don't have a harness on, you're not tied into rope, and you don't have a belayer, which is the safety person on the ground that holds the safety end of the rope for the climber. And then the next type of climbing is top rope climbing, where the rope is already anchored at the top of the route. So you've got the 2 ends of the rope on the ground, the climber is tied into one end, and the belayer has control of the rope on the other end. And then the last type of climbing is lead climbing. A little bit more advanced and a little bit more tricky. Lead climbers and belayers, they start with the rope at the ground, and as the lead climber climbs up, they clip the rope into the wall.
For beginners, Upper Limits offers a variety of classes for both individuals and families. Bartels emphasized that climbing truly is for everyone.
Really, there's no age limit for climbing at all. We've got some of our youngest members on our team are 8 years old, We've got members, though, that are up in their 60s and climbing several times a week.
For more information about Upper Limits, visit their website at www.upperlimits.com or stop by their office in Bloomington. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Christine. In today's Oddly Enough, cell phones have reached a new level of technology. British scientists seeking to protect the environment have designed a biodegradable mobile phone cover that breaks down in soil when discarded and sprouts a flower from a seed embedded inside the case. Researchers say the phone is a plus for the environmentally sensitive. Designers have reassured users that the seed, implanted in a tiny transparent window, only germinates when the phone cover is discarded.
Well, just as you thought, cell phones have gone beyond anyone's beliefs, I guess.
They're coming out with new things each and every day.
Well, that's all we've got for this week's edition of Midstate News. I'm Matt Wetterston.
And I'm Greg Toth. Have a happy holiday. Now back to you, Tony and Debbie.
Thank you guys very much. You know, some people talk about, you know, cell phones, standard cell phones. Some people talk about, you know, the health risks that could be associated with radiation or whatever. But how bad does it have to be if you're actually holding a cell phone next to your ear that's like decomposing?
It like melts in your hand.
In your hand.
Well, like the guy said, they have an invention for everything and for everybody. I mean, biodegradable cell phones. I mean, what really is the point?
Well,
I mean,
the story mentioned how they want to try and help protect the environment because a lot of people once they get new phones, they just throw them away, and the batteries, you know, when they get thrown away in landfills, they can decompose and spill acid all over the place. And
I know that when I'm done with before I get a new cell phone, I always take it in and they collect them there, and sometimes they donate them to different things like, you know, Family House and different organizations.
Sure.
Or they take them all and they recycle them in a different way, kind of like they do with computer ink sometimes, because I know that's not biodegradable.
Right.
But don't they have DVDs now that when you watch them,
they do.
they like expire in like 2 days or something?
They do, and the way that works is it's whatever kind of technology they use to treat the disc. It's the coating on the disc actually either dissipates or like it changes color, so it won't actually
pick up the pictures.
Right, the DVD player won't actually be able to read it after a few days. I think exposure to the air changes it to a different color.
And the whole screen is just black. So I heard the whole screen goes black when you try to play it.
Well, I don't know about the whole screen. Well, I don't know. That could be it. Maybe that's the way it works. But as far as I knew, like the disc just wouldn't play to begin with.
I saw them and they're fairly, I mean, they're like $8. You can buy a DVD for like $16 that you can watch as many times as you want, and that's just after 2 days. So I thought they were kind of pointless. Like I find biodegradable cell phones that like sprout a flower. I find those rather pointless as well.
Right, and the weird thing with that is too, like if you bring cell phones, to a landfill and they just randomly sprout a flower, then you have flowers just randomly growing in the middle of landfills.
But you'd have a pretty landfill.
It'd be nice and pretty.
It would. Lots of flowers from everyone. You'd be able to tell where all the cell phones were because there'd be flowers everywhere.
Can't imagine anyone would go like actually walking around picking these cell phone flowers out of a landfill.
They might.
How would you get to a landfill anyway?
People buy them. They might. You never know. How would you get to a landfill? Drive?
Well, oh, that's not funny. I mean, you can make it there, but I mean, why would you actually want to go to a landfill to pick flowers? Why don't you go to an open field?
Maybe a landfill's closer?
Yeah, could be.
You never know.
Could be.
Nice holiday trip for you. You can find your nearest landfill. There you go. I gave you something to do over the holidays.
Well, speaking of holidays, Christina Chuk with our Croatian Diary this week takes a look at the differences between holiday traditions from the U.S. and Croatia.
In the United States, two biggest and unique holidays are Thanksgiving Day and 4th of July. Two biggest state holidays in Croatia are Independence Day and Day of the State. There are many differences in celebration of these holidays, but in general, Americans celebrate their holidays on more spectacular way. While on Independence Day there are many fireworks, concerts and parades across the country, in Croatia only buildings are decorated with flags and politicians put flowers on certain places to honor that day. Croats eat less food for these events, while in the United States there is a tradition of whole family gathering and eating certain dishes for celebration. Americans celebrate Halloween with most enthusiasm. Croats organize some parties in Halloween style, but in general it's not so popular holiday. Rituals such as children dressing up in costumes and going trick-or-treating from door to door is more common in Croatia in February, which is period of carnivals. St. Valentine's Day is celebrated in Croatia the same way as it is in United States. We have asked people what are their favorite state holidays of the year.
Mine is Valentine's Day because it's my birthday.
My favorite holiday is the 4th of July, Independence Day.
Why?
Because it gives us a chance to get the family together.
Labor Day.
Why?
I don't know. I just picked it.
Memorial Day, probably for the same reason. We always have a family picnic.
It would have to be 4th of July.
And why is that?
Well, because it's patriotic, and I love the parades, and I love the fireworks, and I love that it celebrates our nation's history.
4th of July.
Why?
Fireworks.
My favorite holiday is Thanksgiving by a mile.
Why?
With Christmas being about receiving gifts, Thanksgiving is about the appreciating what we have. And our family always gets together on Thanksgiving, and getting family together is really what it's all about.
Although two very different nations, Croats and Americans still have some common points in celebrating their national holidays. The purpose and meaning of national holidays in both countries is to celebrate the day and have fun with family. Thank you for watching Midstate magazine and the segment Croatia's Diary. Have a nice holiday, and back to you, Tony and Davey.
Thank you, Christina, for that very interesting look at different holidays around the world. You know, talked a lot about food, and I sometimes like to think that the holidays are an excuse just to get together and eat. People like to eat. They love to eat. And the holidays sometimes revolve around food. Everyone likes to gather in the kitchen and just eat.
Sure. Well, there's no denying it. I mean, I've talked about it before. My parents come from like semi-large families, so they're both descendants of really good schools of cooking.
Italians,
yeah.
Right? Italians like to eat, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
But well, my mom's the Italian one, and she doesn't have as big a family as my dad. My dad was one of like 11 or 12 kids.
Oh, wow.
So they were the ones who knew how to cook.
They were the ones who could put it away, right?
Absolutely. And my dad's a little guy. My dad is like, he comes up to here on me, and he's about half my size. But he can eat like 8 tacos.
You know, I find myself more hungry at Halloween, but see, I like to cook a lot. So I kind of will be in the kitchen so much, cooking so much, that I don't want to eat it anymore. It makes me sick to look at it. But I just know whenever I have like a holiday party, everyone gathers in the kitchen. And they just sit there and they just eat.
Right.
And I don't know, being Jewish, I couldn't say we're big eat. People think Jewish people love their food. But we don't necessarily.
Really? I've never thought that.
You've never heard that?
No, I've never heard that at all.
The big Jewish woman with all her matzo balls?
No.
The typical, stereotypical image?
No.
We're just not, but see, my family doesn't really cook like a whole Jewish meal. So we're kind of guilty of more like a Christmas Eve dinner with like the turkey and the whole thing. So we don't cook much Jewish food.
So it's like Thanksgiving kind of
reinvented.
Right.
Yes.
Recycled, if you will.
Yes. And my grandma makes some special dishes that she makes every year. And it's, you know, a good time to sit around. But that little piece, that Croatian diary, just reminded me how much everyone loves to eat around the holidays. It's a time for togetherness and for family.
Sure.
But don't you kind of agree with me that it's a time for food?
I would have to agree. You know, and like it's just there's something about food and like holidays and just like being around people, like being around people that you don't get to see all the time.
You're right.
It's just a festive occasion, and like getting together for festivities usually warrants, hey, you know, I haven't seen you in a while. What better way to celebrate than let's eat?
Sounds good. We'll talk more about food when we come back.
We'll do that.
Right now, let's go see what Katie Lee has for us in Spiritual Savvy.
With Christmas just around the corner, we took a trip to the Newman Center to brush up on our knowledge of the Roman Catholic faith. The Newman Center provides the Bradley community with a place for people to worship, pray, and reflect on their Christian beliefs. I only knew of the Newman Center as a small office tucked away behind the communications building, but in fact, there's a Newman Foundation that allows for Newman Centers to be established throughout the world. Sister Sarah Roy told us more about the role the Newman Center plays in the lives of students and how it affected her.
I'd be a sister. And when I was in college, it came through my mind every once in a while, but I was like, no, I want to get married and have 10 children and have a great family. And but I realized when I got to graduate school, I spent some time praying about it and realized that maybe that's what God was asking me to do with my life. And so my last year of graduate school, I realized that, and I went searching for a religious community, and that's how I ended up in religious life.
The apostles of Jesus Christ formed the beginnings of the Christian church. They believed that Jesus is the Son of God, and these apostles helped spread his word and provided structure in the early days of the church. I always thought that Pope John Paul II was just an elderly gentleman in a funny hat, but Sister Sarah explained that he's the successor to the very first apostle, Peter.
We believe that Peter was the first pope. And so from Peter onward, that succession has been passed on. And so we can trace from our Pope, Pope John Paul II, all the way back to Peter. It's so important to us is because it traces our church all the way back to Christ.
Now I get it. Today, Roman Catholics make up the largest branch of Christianity. There are over 1 billion followers of Roman Catholicism worldwide. With the hustle of Christmas shopping, carols, final exams, and shoveling snow, it's easy to forget the true meaning of Christmas. Sister Sarah urges people to slow down for a minute and reflect on the meaning of the season.
The thing for us as Catholics, as we're preparing for Christmas, is to really remember that the reason we celebrate Christmas is because of Christ's love for us and his birth. We're remembering his birth. And so it's really about preparing your hearts and allowing Christ to dwell there. It's like preparing a room for him.
For Midstate Magazine, I'm Katie Lee. Now back to you, Tony and Debbie.
Thank you, Katie Lee, for that insight into Roman Catholic holidays.
Insightful, yes.
You know, we were talking about, we talk about holidays and traditions and family and stuff. And I'll have to admit that although I am Roman Catholic, I really have no choice but to be Roman Catholic because I come from Mexican, Italian, and Irish descent. So that's pretty much, that path is picked out for me.
You had no choice. That was just what you were given.
Yeah. But that was just, I mean, that's always one of the things that, I don't know, maybe I just wasn't able to understand that, holy figures are, the principle behind holy figures is that God is a Trinity, Father, Son.
See, I know nothing about religions, so you'll have to kind of educate me now.
No, I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Is
I'm sorry.
I've always had a hard time distinguishing that.
See, and I think that my dad's side of the family is Christian and my mom's side is Jewish. And when my parents got married, my dad converted to Judaism. So technically I am what you would call, I guess, 100% Jewish. Okay. Even though I celebrate all holidays, and I guess blood-wise you would consider me half, But I have never been that religious of a person. I've more been like a spiritual person. Sure. So I have to admit that when it comes to other religions, I'm not like, my ears are turned off and I don't care. I just really am very uneducated about it. Right. I don't know what they each represent or what the ideals are or the beliefs. I really don't know. And like, I don't even know if I lit the menorah last year, Tony. Like, what is my problem? I'm a Jew who doesn't light the menorah. It's like, a sin. Right. And I don't know if I'll do it this year either.
Well, I think Katie Lee's done a good job, a great job actually this year with Spiritual Savvy. She's brought us, different religions
throughout the year, showing us all different. And there are so many now, so many. And I just have to say that being Jewish, I am not going to convert to Kabbalah. You will not see a red string on my wrist. Madonna and I will not be chilling at Kabbalah parties.
No Kabbalah soirees for you?
No, it's like a new invention. I think it's becoming like a semi-cult. It's scary. It's weird. It's odd.
It is rooted in kind of like mysticism, but
it is. It's a mystical offshoot of Judaism, and I find it extremely interesting. But if I wear a red string, people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're just following the trend of Madonna and Gwyneth Paltrow, aren't you?"
Gwyneth Paltrow.
And Demi Moore now, who is also now studying Kabbalah. But it hasn't really hit the Midwest yet. It's more of a West Coast, East Coast based religion.
Sure. Very trendy.
Very trendy.
You know what's not trendy?
What's not trendy?
Is art. And Ashley Cassie has this week's State of the Art segment to give you right now. So let's see what she has.
Thank you, Debbie and Tony. Welcome to this week's holiday edition of State of the Arts. I'm your host, Ashley Cassie, and with me today I have members of the Peoria Area Civic Chorale. Thank you for coming, ladies.
Thank you for having us. We're happy to be here.
Great. Can you tell us a little bit about the Civic Chorale, how long you've been around, and where you meet?
Absolutely. We are in our 22nd season, and we're currently making preparations for our annual Christmas concert at the Peoria Civic Center that will take place on December 17th, 18th, and 19th, Friday and Saturday evening and Sunday afternoon at 2:30. We are very excited. It's going to be a wonderful program, and we invite you all to come. It's a fabulous opportunity to celebrate the Christmas season with your friends and family and make it an annual tradition for you and your family.
You mentioned your Christmas program. You do prepare for 2 programs a year, is that correct?
Absolutely. In addition to the Christmas program, we also do a spring concert, which is usually on Mother's Day weekend, and that is also at the Peoria Civic Center.
Great. Is this an open choir? Do you take auditions? Do you let new members in?
There is an audition process, and if you're interested in auditioning, we conduct those in January, May, and August, and you can contact the Civic Corral Business Office at 693-6725 for more information and to schedule an audition time. And it's a wonderful opportunity and just great fun, and we're so pleased to be part of this group. It truly is a family experience and just a wonderful musical experience.
How long do you usually take to prepare for these?
We start in August to prepare for our Christmas concert, and then in January for our concert in May. So we work every Tuesday evening for 2 hours from 7 to 9, and then spend a lot of time on our own also preparing. But our concerts generally are memorized, and it's very exciting.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Can you let our viewers know what you'll be singing today?
We are going to be singing an Amy Grant medley called Christmas in the Country, which is actually a special number in the upcoming Christmas show.
Okay. Well, stay tuned, because after a short break, the chorale members will perform a medley of Christmas songs.
My mom's my hero because she saved a baby bird that fell out of the nest. My mom's my hero because she feeds me. She taught me how to swim. She cooks on the grill sometimes. Usually my dad does that, but never mind. My mom's my hero because when my coach, Mr. Riley, got sick, she helped out and coached the whole team. My mom's my hero because she helps me with long division. My mom's my hero because she took the pledge to smoke outside. Now no one can smoke anywhere in our house. Dad can't even smoke in the car.
Children appreciate all you do for them until you can quit. Pledge to make your home smoke-free. Smoke outside and protect kids from asthma attacks, ear infections, and other respiratory illnesses.
And I know Mom's doing it for me and my little brother. My mom's my hero because she loves me.
Take the pledge. Call toll-free 1-866-SMOKE-FREE. Go out for your kids. You're their hero.
Come on, weatherman, give us a forecast to rewind. Can't you hear the prayers of every childlike heart tonight? Rockies are calling, Denver's snow falling. Somebody's
very beautiful Christmas melody.
Mm-hmm.
I love Christmas carols.
Do you?
I do.
What's your favorite? What are some of your favorites to sing? Do you sing a lot of Christmas carols? Or?
Yes, well, sometimes by myself. We used to kind of all get around the piano and sing sometimes, but that's kind of faded. But usually at holiday parties, I'll have someone in the background, you know, kind of, you know, piping up from downstairs so people can kind of hear it.
Sure.
But I don't know. I like most of the traditional ones. I have so many holiday CDs. It's just insane. But one of my favorites is Santa Baby.
Really?
I like that one.
Yeah, I've never been able to stand that song. I don't know why.
Maybe because you haven't heard like me sing it. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's one of my favorites.
What do I say to that? No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
You're a lovely singer. I've heard you sing. You sing just walking around the studio all the time.
Yes, I do. And maybe when we walk out of the studio, I'll be singing Santa Baby. You never know, but
arm in arm, we shall go down the hall singing Santa Baby.
Yes, we should. I've never been caroling, but I always think it might be kind of a fun thing to do, but I don't like going outside when it's cold, so it kind of got rid of that idea.
Right.
Yeah. Have you ever caroled before?
I haven't.
Well, you're in a band, you're a singer, and you've never caroled.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I can't honestly say I've ever had carolers come to my door either.
I haven't either. I wonder, you know, I just saw a movie where they had all of these carolers in the movie, and I couldn't tell what kind of town they were in, but I swear it's only in Hollywood you see carolers. I don't see them walking through many neighborhoods around here.
Right.
I don't know. Have you seen groups of carolers walking around?
Well, like I said, no, I haven't really. I've heard of people who have gone to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know some people in my community do it. Not much though. Usually it's part of a volunteer service thing where they'll just go around and carol and just kind of brighten people's days with some
I wonder.
song.
Do you think it's a small town thing?
Maybe. I mean, I kind of have to think that it's probably a throwback, like to suburbia. Like 50s and 60s, where people would just get together and be like,
It was
"Hey."
very popular. It was very popular then. Well, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to start my own caroling club.
Are you really?
No, I'm just kidding. But I think it'd be really fun.
A glee club, if you
A
will.
glee club. In my high school, we had madrigals, and they're amazing.
Nice.
They are amazing. So it kind of gives you that holiday feel before it actually happens.
We had madrigals as well.
They're fabulous.
And they dress up in the cool costumes too.
They
the
do,
outfits.
and you eat prime rib and great food. They have the boar's head and the wassail, and
No, we never had the banquet associated with it.
oh, we had the whole 9 yards.
Speaking of cool costumes, Will Ferrell wears a great elf costume in this week's movie review about the movie Elf. Let's go to Danielle Saenz with Get Real.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Get Real. I'm Danielle Saenz. As the holiday season fast approaches, we here at Get Real decided to take a look at a new holiday classic, Elf. Elf stars Will Ferrell as Buddy, a human raised in the elf world.
I'm going to be a little bit short on today's quota.
Puts you 915 off the pace.
Buddy's journey begins at the North Pole when he finds out that he is not actually an elf.
No problem. I appreciate it. Buddy is killing me. Ernie got Lum Lum and Choo Choo pulling doubles. I feel bad for the guy. Just hope he doesn't get wise.
Well, if he hasn't figured out he's a human by now, I don't think he ever will.
And what is even worse for Buddy is the fact that his real father is on Santa's naughty list.
Father? Well, he's on the naughty list. Some people, they just lose sight of what's important in life.
Feeling that he no longer fits in at the North Pole, Buddy sets out for New York.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, buddy.
And every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Shooby-dooby. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven?
Buddy's father, Walter, played by James Caan, is a publisher of children's books.
See, I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to make me feel bad, when in actuality, you're the one that missed the payments.
But the children love the books.
I know that. I'm the one that ran the focus groups.
Walter has become so caught up in the world of big business that he has little time for his family or the holidays.
I got a bunch of stuff to go over.
Are you sure?
I'm just way behind on bunch of stuff.
Can I eat in my room?
No.
Why not? Dad's eating in his room. I got a bunch.
For the most part, Elf is a family-friendly movie with a bit of off-color humor which earned it a PG rating. So if you are tired of the standard holiday movies, check out this movie. It will keep you entertained from beginning to end and leave you ready for the holidays. That's it for this week's edition of Get Real. We hope you have a wonderful holiday season. Back to you, Tony and Debbie.
Thanks, Danielle. That great movie review of a very cute holiday movie. I would definitely check it out. It's adorable.
I haven't seen it. I still haven't seen it.
I saw it actually last holiday season,
Mhm.
and now they are finally releasing it onto DVD. It's the whole marketing where you wait for the next season to release it.
Sure.
And now the DVD sales have just gone crazy. But I got to see it in the theater, and it really gets you in the mood for the holidays because it's kind of a traditional Christmas movie in some aspects, but there's some spins on it that make it kind of a little bit more fun than your traditional, you know, home for the holidays kind of movie. And the soundtrack. If you like Christmas music, if you like holiday tunes, it even has Santa Baby on it, which I'm sure you're going to buy for that reason.
Exactly, right. How could you not?
How could you not? My mother is the only person in the world who keeps Elf, the soundtrack, in her CD player in her car all year round.
Well, you know, there are radio stations now that are playing nothing but Christmas music all the time. That's
All year round?
That's their format, is they just play Christmas music all the time.
Are you sure it's all year round?
Yeah.
It's not just like a couple months before Christmas?
No, I'm serious. There are stations that their format is just nothing but Christmas music.
I'm not telling her that. Because you know what? It's going to be punched in on her dials, don't you?
I don't think they really have much of a market for it in Peoria, but...
Well, she has like, you know, the 6 CD changer, and I think 2 of them are Christmas.
Mhm.
But Elf has a couple songs on it that aren't Christmas, but it has some little jazzier versions, and she says that she just enjoys the beat.
Sure.
And I, you know...
There's also Ben Folds, if you know Ben Folds. Used to have a band called the Ben Folds 5.
Okay.
He's a piano player.
Okay.
And he did a song for the new updated version of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It's called Lonely Christmas Eve, and it talks about, you know, how you know, all the townspeople are making all this noise, and how he just doesn't really, you know, he's not down with Christmas.
Well, that's a cute holiday movie, but I hear, but I've never seen it, is the How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I haven't seen it either.
But they're remaking all these nostalgic movies, and it's
I know.
great. Every time, this time of year, you can turn on your TV and guarantee to see The Grinch, the cartoon version, or It's a Wonderful Life, or Miracle on 34th Street.
Or those claymation animated specials.
The Rudolph, where their head kind of like goes like this, like it's about to fall off.
Right.
You know?
There's Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and I can't think of the last one.
And then we come back. Right now, we're going to see what Street Team has in store for us.
I totally lost it.
Keep thinking.
Hi, I'm Stephanie with the Street Team from Midstate Magazine. Today, we're here at Walmart asking local shoppers their plans for the much-anticipated holiday season. What special holiday are you celebrating this season?
Christmas.
Christmas.
Christmas. Christmas? Most likely to be Christmas.
Does your family have any special traditions?
Well, every year we put up a Christmas tree and we put up the ornaments that we've made since 2 years old all the way through, so it brings back good memories.
Yeah, we always go and cut down our Christmas tree at a Christmas tree farm, and we always bake cookies for Santa. Yep.
Mostly the religious side, like the midnight mass and so on.
Nah, besides the big dinner, that's about it. You know, waking up early, probably open presents about 12. You know what I mean?
What's your favorite part?
The cooking. I love to cook. I love to cook and bake.
The presents.
What about you?
Same. Presents.
Getting together with all the family. Yeah, presents.
That's always a plus.
Going to church. Yep.
When all the kids open up their presents.
Do you have a favorite Christmas movie or song?
Jingle Bells is always good.
Nah, I don't even sing songs. Nah.
My favorite holiday movie is It's a Wonderful Life.
I like Scrooge and I like Christmas Vacation. And my song would be Santa Baby.
What would you like for Christmas this year?
I really don't want anything for Christmas except for maybe peace throughout our world.
Peace on earth.
Peace Hunter?
That's my biggest wish.
Nah, just my family being here. That's about it.
For the world to be a better place.
Can you give us your most cheerful holiday greeting right into the camera?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all people in the world. Thank you for being so nice.
Merry Christmas and peace on earth and goodwill to all men.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
That's a wrap for the Street Team. I'm Stephanie with Midstate Magazine. Have a wonderful holiday. Happy Holiday!
Thank you, Stephanie and company. That was kind of cute.
That was very cute.
I thought of the last movie.
Did you think of it? Okay, I was going to ask you.
It's a Little Drummer Boy.
Okay, so there's 4 of them, and one's the little drummer. I've never seen any of them. Am I un-American?
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I really don't like when little people are playing the drums like this. I don't know. I like watching real people, I guess.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, I mean, you have to give props to the people who put the animation together, because claymation takes a long time.
I wouldn't.
Stop animation.
I wouldn't know. I maybe when I was little, I'm sure I probably saw. They've been around for a long time.
I know you have.
So I'm sure when I was little, I did. But Tony, I want to ask you.
Sure.
Do you have a particular favorite holiday movie, or do you just kind of watch whatever at the holidays?
I do have a favorite. And
what would that be?
It would have to be National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
You know something funny?
Is it yours too?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just, you know, I've always been one for, like, you know, just goofy kind of slapstick humor. Chevy Chase, you know, is such a physical comedian. I think he just pulls it off very well. Randy Quaid is like the bumbling cousin from Kansas.
Beverly D'Angelo is the wife. And I think that was, out of all of the ones they've made, they go to Las Vegas, they go all over the place. That was the best. That was just funny when he came in, and I don't know, and they drink the eggnog, and the dog gets sick under the table, and the Jello, she wraps the Jello mold up, and then she wraps her cat. I mean, it's like one thing after another, and then he's like, Mom, the box is meowing, and he shakes it, and it's like, you know.
She wrapped up her cat.
I don't know. I guess that, there are some people, and I know that, my grandparents love the old, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
Sure.
But I think our generation goes toward a little bit more the ones like Chevy Chase and National Lampoons. But I think that's a great movie. I have it on DVD.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in there too. She's the neighbor.
Yes, she is. The one, doesn't his Christmas tree go through their front window?
Yes.
Because it's like so big.
Exactly.
And don't they get frostbite going to get the tree,
Yep.
and the kids are in the back seat like this the whole time, and the tree is huge, then it goes through their back window.
Yep. And also Bill Murray's brother, Brian Doyle Murray, is in that as well. He's
What?
the boss.
He is.
He's Mr. Shirley, is that his name? Frank Shirley?
That's his boss?
That's his boss. That's Bill Murray's brother.
I had no idea. At the very end, they bring him in a big bow to Chevy Chase's house and asks for that raise. That's I love that. It's a classic scene.
Oh man, it's one of my favorite movies ever.
It'll become, I think it's getting to a classic now. I really think it is.
It is 15 years old.
That's almost a classic.
You know what else is a Christmas classic?
What?
Eggnog.
You better believe it. You better believe it.
This week's Let's Eat segment has how to make eggnog. So let's check out Cassie.
Kane Natayo. Today we're going to be making a traditional holiday favorite, eggnog. The ingredients that you'll need are 3 eggs, half a cup of sugar, some ground cinnamon, some heavy whipping cream, and then your choice of alcohol, either brandy, whiskey, or rum. The first thing that you're going to do is separate the egg whites from the egg yolks and put them in 2 separate bowls. So what we've done here is done that. And then the first step is to add the sugar into the egg yolks. Okay, and then you just have to beat this really good, mix everything together really well. Okay, so that's about done. Now what we're going to do is, you can use the same beater, it doesn't really matter, is mix the egg yolks that we have here in this bowl in with your 3/4 pint of heavy whipping cream. Okay, then you're just going to do the same thing, just mix it in together really well. So after that's done, then you're just going to take your egg yolk mixture and make sure that you have a large bowl, because then everything can get mixed in really well together. And then you're just going to pour this in. Okay, then you're just going to whip this all together really well. Okay, when that's all mixed in together real good, you're just going to take it and pour the mixture into a tumbler.
Or if you don't want any alcohol in it at all, like you're at a Christmas party and you know the little kids are going to be there, what you just do is you add a little bit in and then put it in the tumbler and just shake it up. And when you're done mixing that all up, just the last step is take it and pour it into your favorite cups. And then for the finishing touch, just add a little bit of cinnamon to the top of it. And there you go, a classic holiday treat, eggnog. Happy holidays. I'm Cassie Hamilton for Midstate Magazine. Let's go back to the studio with Tony and Deb.
And Deb. Thank you, Cassie.
Thanks, Cassie.
And one thing that you can mention, if you don't have the money, if you don't have the cash, the funds for nutmeg, because nutmeg is kind of expensive in your spice rack aisle,
okay,
you can also use ground cinnamon.
You can.
I'm going to add a little bit. Would you like me to add a little bit to your eggnog? Because we have.
Go. Hit me with some eggnog tea. Yes, I would like that. I prefer nutmeg. Cinnamon gives it. You really can't taste cinnamon. You can smell cinnamon.
Yeah.
But can you taste it?
I'm sorry, we can't really cater to your highbrow taste here today.
Excuse me.
Yes, you're.
No, I was just giving my preference.
No. Oh, so now we have preferences.
No, but I think I might try making that at home.
Sure.
Believe it or not, like we'd never have eggnog at the holidays.
Really?
No.
Well, I mean, a lot of people just don't like the taste. I mean,
I think it's an acquired taste.
They don't like the appearance either. I mean, there's a comedian, Dave Attell, who made a comment about eggnog. He's like, I want to drink a little bit, but I also want some pancakes.
Yeah, it does look a little like pancake
Doesn't
batter
it? I mean,
or waffle batter.
Just hold this up, and it looks like you could just pour this on a griddle and just serve it on up.
I think it's okay to sip. I can't imagine like chugging it.
You'd get so sick.
I think I probably would get a little sick.
No two ways about it.
But I think that, like I said, it's an acquired taste, and I think that people have a problem with the consistency of it. Certain things people don't like to drink because it reminds them of Pepto-Bismol or reminds them of like medicine, and maybe this reminds people of pancake batter.
Maybe.
I don't know. I know I don't really drink very much.
It's got a nice yellow hue to it, but it's the same reason why people choose not to drink like whole milk or 2% milk instead of skim milk.
Tastes like cream.
Because it tastes like you're drinking a milkshake.
But then some people who were raised on whole milk can't stand skim milk because they say it tastes like water. And I think that's the thing with eggnog is people who drank whole milk like eggnog because there is real cream in eggnog. And I think that cream, if you're a skim milk drinker like I am, I don't drink any kind of milk, so I'm not an egg product person. But I prefer like that lighter consistency.
Sure.
But I'm lactose intolerant, and they now make soy eggnog.
Do they really?
Yes, they do.
Wow. See, I don't really know how they make soy products. Like, how do they make soy milk? They
don't use milk product. They use soy, which is from a soybean based, and they can either use some kind of silken tofu, which is bean curd, or they can, throw a little soy in there.
Interesting.
So yeah, think about that.
Will do.
Now let's see what they have for us in About Town
this week.
This week, About Town leaves the city of Peoria and takes us down to Talbot's Tree Farm just south of Beacon, where owner Susan Frake explains their large selection.
We've always had lots of pines, Scotch pine and white pine, and that's probably still the majority of what we sell, but we have been experimenting with different kinds of firs too that can grow in Illinois.
Traditions are just as much a part of the job as the trees.
I know everybody has their own traditions, but it really is, this is one place that they can go out and go together as a family and really have some family time away from TV and even sometimes when it's raining or snowing or you're very cold, it's something that you remember for years to come.
Need more reasons to come to Talbot's? How about great prices and a knowledgeable staff that's backed up by years of experience?
My uncle planted trees during World War II, and we actually opened for business shortly after World War II, so over 50 years.
Susan obviously loves her job, but there are hazards to working outside in Illinois in December. How does she keep warm?
You get used to it and you try to dress for it. So long as your feet stay warm, you're usually in pretty good shape. But you have to make sure that you have warm boots.
So what does an expert look for in a Christmas tree?
Well, I like something that's fragrant, and of course I like something that's fresh.
For Midstate Magazine, this is Katie Dudenhausen.
And we're back. Thank you
Yes,
for
we
that.
are.
Thank you for that.
Yes. You know,
We're getting ready to wrap up here.
we are. And Tony,
Yeah.
this has been so much fun sitting up on the stage with you once a week.
I've had a lot of fun. You know, this is my first gig
Yeah.
on camera, in front of a camera, and being delivered into the home of thousands of Central Illinois TV viewers.
And you know, I'm gonna miss you. This has been fun. I'm gonna get all sentimental. I feel like this is like Johnny Carson's last show, you know. But
You know, if it really was, the best way to do that would just be to air clips of like embarrassing moments of mine.
Well,
You know, just spanning my 4.5 year career.
we may have a few, right?
A couple. I'm sure there's a couple of
couple?
blooper reels. Sure.
I'm sure I might have a couple too.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, I'll be around in Peoria, so I'll come by and visit you every once in a while.
I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere for a while. So, plans after you're gone. What are you gonna do around Peoria? You thought about it?
Well, I have an internship. I'm working
Okay.
working with the Riverman hockey team, so I'll be doing that through the middle of April.
All right.
And after that, I really don't know. It's just gonna kind of see what happens.
How about your band?
My band, well,
Yeah.
my
What's
band.
gonna happen to your band?
We'll be around. We'll be doing the thing. We just picked up a new member.
Okay.
So we'll be writing and rehearsing and doing the thing. We'll
Mhm.
probably play a couple of local shows in the area.
Really?
Yeah. In fact,
That'll be
I think we're gonna have one set up for January, so we'll be doing that.
All right.
I just don't know. I just really don't know what's going on.
You'll find something to do.
Kind of a fly by the seat of my pants guy.
Oh, I'm kind of a planner. I get a little nervous if I'm not if I don't have an itinerary.
Well, why don't you plan out my post-graduation career path for me?
Let's go to Vegas. Want to go to Vegas with me? No, I'm just kidding. Let's go to Vegas. No, I'm really set on this Vegas idea.
The best way to learn about saving money and planning for the future, go to Vegas.
Go to Vegas.
Sure.
Blow a couple hundred on the slot machines. Why not?
Why not?
But I kind of have to have things planned, and so I kind of have the holidays all planned out.
Sure.
I never have New Year's planned out because, to me, it's just like, okay, it's one more year. 2005, and it was 2004 yesterday.
Sure.
Okay, I get that. Time to go do something.
Yeah.
I get a little upset when all the things are closed on New Year's Day. I'm
New Year's
just like,
Day.
open up! It's like time and a half. Come on, people.
Yeah. Well, I think that's just about going to do it for this last week, this last edition of Midstate Magazine 2004. Coming to you again for the last time. Thank you for inviting me to your homes. I am Tony Heredia.
And I'm Debbie Hasselbacher.
Debbie, let's raise a toast.
Yes, to you, Tony.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Have a great new year.